This is the Iowa Weather Report for Saturday, May 31st, 2014. And now our first look at the Zero-Z GFS model run. This is at 1 p.m. this afternoon. You can see a ridge developing over the Ohio River Valley down into the south and west. Trough over the northeast pulling away. Another one diving into the northern Rockies and the Pacific Northwest. You can see that cold front just to the east of there, bringing some showers and thunderstorms in western Ontario into the Dakotas and Minnesota. And that'll pull in moisture from the Gulf and produce some showers and storms by late in the afternoon. Highs during this period will remain mainly in the 80s, maybe some places approaching 90. This will all be dependent on the amount of clouds we receive, cloud debris from possible nocturnal events. You can see here Sunday, showers and storms mainly in the afternoon. Sunshine during the morning, highs 80s. Monday, same story. Could have some nocturnal activity that may spill into Monday morning. Then we could have some storms in the Monday afternoon, Monday evening, and then into Monday night. That could spill over into Tuesday briefly, but then it might dry out most of Tuesday. But then, as you can see, a frontal system will be just to the south. And then that's going to produce another band of storms, and this will last into Wednesday with a low-pressure center moving across the I-70 corridor. By this time Wednesday afternoon, it should be nearing St. Louis with some storms to the north. That could be an MCS as well. And then finally on Thursday, that front is south of the state. We could see cooler air as high pressure noses in from the Great Lakes. So that we could see highs drop into the upper 70s to lower to middle 80s across the state with lower humidity. That doesn't last very long because by Friday, the southwestern counties are back in the heat and humidity once again with some isolated showers and storms there and off to the south of there, and a possible tropical system moving off the Yucatan into the Bay of Campeche. And you can see even by next Saturday, we have a disturbance moving through. We have something disturbing in the eastern and central Gulf and some disturbances out to our west. And you can see we have maybe another MCS again, if this is right, with maybe some more complexes at night once again as we head into next weekend. So this pattern repeats itself. And we still have a tropical system possibly in the Gulf. Going into the extended period on June the 11th, we have a ridge pumping up over central Canada into the plains, trough over the eastern Great Lakes, another one over the north and west. And if this is right, we would see a storm moving away from us through the Great Lakes into the north and east. We'd have some temperatures warming up after a brief cool down, likely seeing readings back into the 80s, maybe getting a bit warmer than that if this is right. And at the end of the forecast on June the 15th, we have a storm moving into the north and west, into the western parts of Canada. Another system and then disturbance moving across Ontario into Quebec province. And we have some northwesterly winds bringing a little bit cooler air and maybe some showery weather at that point. But it's still way too early to determine at this point, as this is still more than 2 weeks out. The satellite image from last evening, we had some clouds, some showers and storms off to our west. The decaying clouds of the showers and storms from the afternoon yesterday beginning to decay over the south and east. Elsewhere, fairly quiet. And you can see that with the watch warning map. This is from last evening. We had some flood watches down across the Gulf Coast. Also south central South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana. Some flood advisories around as well. Elsewhere, still quiet. With the QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days, this through Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock, this is not quiet. Rainfall amounts in Minnesota into northwest Iowa and Nebraska approaching 3 to 4 inches. Most everybody else should see at least rainfall amounts during this period of maybe 1 to 2 inches.